Everyone, V2Z32 back again, and it's time to take the train. Today we're looking at how to play this game from the USB-C. It's from several years ago. It says it's fast moving fun. There you go, USB-C games, ages 7 and up, 2 to 6 players. And basically you're trying to get rid of all your cards first, and whoever has the most train fares left at the end of the game wins. And what are the train fares? These are the train fares. They're nice little $1. It says $1 fare, plastic coins. And we're going to divide these evenly amongst each player. I'm not going to dish them all out here because it would take too long. But one thing I will say, a little complaint I have, you can see how the cards don't fit in this tray properly. Love the tray. It's a nice idea. They do not fit properly. And what pisses me off even more is you look at this. They could have made this tray deep enough to fit the cards, and they didn't. They put this little foot on there, whatever you want to call it, to make it nice and even, and then they didn't have enough room for the cards. I don't know whose brain came up with that idea, but I hope they're fired, because it was a dumb idea. Okay, I don't hope anyone is fired, but still, it's a silly idea to do that, not make enough room for the cards. Now, what you get is a bunch of numbered cards. And there's some specialty cards as well. And you get cards, numbered cards in 4 different colors, 1 through 12, I believe it said it was. Yes, in green, blue, magenta, and orange. You also get these station cards, 1 in each color. You must use one of these to start playing cards of that color. And you also get some specialty cards. 2 each of the free ride, end of the line, and transfer cards. And 100 train fares, so if you divide that by 3 people, that's going to be 30 each. So like 30 each is going to be an extra one. If you want to do that. For 4 people, obviously, it's like 25 each. 5 people is 20 each, etc., etc. The less people, the longer the game is going to take, basically, because you have train fares. The specialty cards, the free ride is a substitution card. You use that. You can play that anywhere, anytime as a wild card to substitute a number card, only a number card. And then, later on, if a player plays a card of that number, they can pick up that free ride card and use it themselves later on. So, if the card we're substituting is, let's say, a green 4, and this player plays a green 4, they get to take this and they can use it later on. So that's kind of a neat little thing. I'm going to drop these into the deck here, of course. That's the free ride. Then there is the end of the line, which is a card that stops the train in one direction, so the sequence of cards must wrap around to the high or low side. I'll explain that better when we look at how to play the game, but basically, well, I can show you. You're going to be playing cards like this in a sequence. The station is going to be in the middle. You're going to go 7 to 12 one way, 6 to 1 the other way. And you kind of see that here. But if you play this card, the end of the line card, you have to stop playing cards. Like say somebody plays it here. Now you're going to have to play the 1 through 5 on this end after you play the rest of the cards. Again, I'll try to get to that at some point in time. We can stuff it in there. And then there's a transfer card. This is for advanced gameplay. However, it's not that advanced. Basically, that allows you to strategically start a new train line without needing a station card. And actually, this kind of shows you how it works. If I can get in there close enough. So if somebody played, you have a 5 here in the magenta color. They played the transfer card next to that. Now they can play the yellow, the orange 5 without needing to have a station there. They can start that train. It's pretty interesting. I'm going to include those in there. If we come across that, well, we'll probably come across that, and we'll do that. So I'll just put these coins here, and, you know, I can deal out. I can take out a few here. I just want to pick up a bunch. We'll just do 2 players. So we're going to deal out 13 cards to each player. If it's 4 to 6 players, it's only 8 cards each. I'll put the rest here. We'll say my opponent starts, and he's going to immediately play the station for the magenta. So that's your first option. You can play the station card. Option 2 is from the station card, you can play 1 card or more of the same color in numerical order. You have to build from 7 to 12 this way, 6 to 1 that way. If you do have multiple cards of the same color, you can play those. You can also, option 3, play any one of the specialty cards. Option 4, if you cannot or do not want to play a card, you draw 1 from the conductor's hand, and your turn is over. If the conductor's hand is over, you just pay a fare. And actually, whenever you draw a card, you have to pay a fare. So if I draw a card, instead of playing a card, I have to pay money, which is interesting. You have to pay or play, basically. Basically, you have to play or pay. So it's going to be my turn. And I can play a station card. I can play a specialty card. I can play... Unfortunately, I don't really have anything to play. I can play this free ride as the 7. My opponent's going to go. He doesn't have anything that can play there. Actually, he does have the 7, so he's going to take the free ride just like that. And now he's got end of the lines. He's got free rides. So I'm going to play a card here. I'm going to play the 8. My opponent's going to go. And he is going to play the end of the line card. This now means that no cards can be played over here. Now you can only play 6 through 1. And once you get to the 1, then you can play 12, 11, 10, and 9. If this wasn't here, you can keep going up till 12, but you can't, which could screw people over. And now it's my turn. I'm a little bit screwed here. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to play the transfer card, and I'm going to play this. So now I'm starting off the blue train without having the station card. My opponent's going to go. And actually, again, I could, if I wanted to, and I will actually. No, I can't. I want to play the 6, but I can't do that without the station card. But if you have multiple cards you can't play, that you can play and you want to play, you can. For instance, my opponent's going to play this 8 and the 9. And he's also going to play, he might as well play the free ride. Actually, yeah. Just to get rid of cards, you know. Now it's going to be my turn again. And I will play the 6 in blue, and I'm also going to take this free ride and play this 10. And I'm going to end my turn. going to be this guy's turn again. He's looking at his cards. He says, I'm going to play this Station card, green Station, and I'm going to play a 6. And that's that. He doesn't have to play anything else. Now it's my turn, and I got a bunch of cards that's perfect, so I'm going to play this 5. I'm going to play a 7, 8, 9. Now, sometimes it makes sense not to play all the cards that you can, because otherwise, my next turn, I might not be able to play anything, and I'm going to have to pick up a card and pay money. So my opponent's going to go now, and he's going to play his 10. And screw it, it says to play this free ride because I'm almost out of cards. And I cannot do anything with that anyway. All I could do is play a free ride and maybe open something up with my opponent. I don't know. He's going to play a card. He's going to play an end of the line. So now we can no longer play any cards over there. You can play off this side, play the 11, 12. Once the 12 is played, then you can do the 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's kind of like a roadblock forcing you to play cards elsewhere. And you're going to keep going back and forth like that. I look at my cards. I got nothing I can play. So I have to pay some money, and I have to draw a card. And then my turn is over. My opponent's going to do the same thing, unfortunately. You pay money to the train conductor. Turn is over. Now I'm actually going to play a card. And you're going to keep doing this until somebody plays out all their cards. Once they do that, let's say I play out all my cards. My opponent's going to look at his cards, and he's going to have to pay some money. So he's going to have to pay $1 for each numbered card that he has. Oops. If I'm not dropping cards, I'm dropping something else. So he's going to pay his $4. And since he's out of money, in this case, that's it. He's out. And the game would end. I would win the game. Whoever has the most money wins. If you run out of money, you're out. Basically. And that is that. Pretty straightforward game. Of course, if he has a specialty card in his hand, say he had the free ride, this would cost him $2. So $1 for each numbered card, $2 for each of the specialty cards. Now, obviously, you're going to have a whole bunch more coins, so this is not going to end that quickly. It's going to take a while longer. But it's pretty interesting, pretty straightforward. I do like this transfer card. It does add to the game, in my opinion. And we actually forgot about the station card here. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I think, theoretically, the station card should have been here. Maybe just put the free ride here. We'll cheat and just get out of here. But technically, the station card should have been here. We didn't have it, but you get the idea. I don't know if you can replace a station with a free ride or not. I'd have to... I mean, I imagine it can. I don't see no reason why not. So that is that. That is the game. Take the Train. It's pretty cool, I think. And nice plastic coins. And that is that. Comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think. We'll see you next time for more. Thanks for watching.